Cheers, and hello everybody. My name's Rob. If you're on my dinner table last night, you'll get that joke. Very, very good. There's none of the people allergies that I've got here today, so that's quite nice. So I work for a company called Keltie. I'm a patent attorney. Patent is one of a form of intellectual property. As you can tell, I'm from London or the South. There's other nice parts of the UK. Liverpool's one of them, so I recommend anyone from Barcelona going to Liverpool. It's quite a nice place to go. And be careful if you're going to take silverware there, because it might get stolen, or you might just lose it. I don't know. Okay, so IP. Why do we want to know about IP? So let's just have a look at this mission statement. Providing expert support to overcome market entry barriers. Okay, so IP is a lovely example of a market entry barrier. Someone else could create it, or you could create it yourself. So I've been asked to sort of come in and tell you a little bit about what I do, but I'm not going to do that because that's going to be really boring for you. So what I am going to do is to focus on even start my slide deck, which might be nice. Some things that might be more of interest, particularly to startups, okay? So lawyers have a particular reputation of, like, I don't want to phone the lawyer because every 5 minutes is going to cost, I want to tell you some steps you can reduce your IP costs, okay? The other thing I want to do is to tell you some ways to avoid some patent pitfalls, okay? It makes me cry when clients come to me and they've done something wrong that I can't repair. It honestly does, okay? The next one thing I want to say, Ziga, are you here? Ziga? See, I've got an appointment with Ziga right now, so he's going to have to delay that one. The other thing is I'm going to put up some stuff. Now, I understand that everyone's going to get a copy of the slides, right? Gull. Everyone's getting a copy of the slides, right? Okay, so you don't have to take pictures of the stuff I'm going to show you. The other thing is that there's other patent attorneys about, and Giuseppe, put your hand up. There's another one. This guy's local, so any sort of Spanish issues, that's the guy you want to see. Right, I think that's all the stuff out of the way. So, first thing you can do is to check some of the data yourself. You don't have to phone us up all the time. If you want to see what the status of your published application is like, you can use these commonly used databases. The first one is SPASnet. It's really good, okay? You can search for other people's patents on there. And the next couple of slides are going to show you exactly how to do that. If you're interested in doing some searching of your own to see, what other patents are out there without having to necessarily pay someone to do it, I've got a PDF. It kind of takes you through step by step how to do it. Come and see me. I'll give you a business card. I'll send it through. It's completely free. Next one, EP Register. You can have a look at your European patent applications, see how they're doing. You can have a look at someone else's applications, even more interesting. Patent scope. You see this word, this PCT here, right? PCT. That's called Patent Cooperation Treaty. People file patents internationally. They use this system, the PCT system, to do it. So this is where you check for other people's international applications. And US pair, this is basically the US register, okay? So do have a play with those things. So if you want to have a look to say, I don't know, sensors for liquid levels, for example, then a common way to look for people's patents is using this particular website called SPASnet. It's completely free, okay? You can just go on it. We don't have to pay any fee. And the usual way to do it is to type in some keywords, right, that are going to be searched for in the title or abstract. And use Boolean algebra. For those who don't know what Boolean algebra is, it's like and, or, not, nor, okay? And the website will probably give you it gives you some helpful hints how to do that. The other way to do it is to use some patent classification codes. I'm going to show you in the next slide what the hell those are. Patent classification codes, when you file a patent application, it goes to the patent office and they actually assign it almost like a zip code, a postal code. So any other similar patent application that's been previously filed will have the same postal code. They'll have the same patent classification code. And here you can see it in action. Okay, so G is physics, right? GO2 optics, right? And it keeps going down, down, alphanumeric, all right? So please use those, because sometimes you can type in some keywords and you get a lot of stuff that's relevant to you, but you might get some stuff that's completely irrelevant. And if you use these patent classifications, it kicks out all the rubbish stuff. So I did a very quick search, and I think that some of the patent classification codes you can start with, for example, with GO2 for optics, A01 and A21 to A24. Again, you get a copy of the slides. Have a go. Right, here's another way you can reduce costs. Now, this might not apply to Spanish applicants. I was having a conversation with Giuseppe yesterday. What I thought was right, that I think you have to file in Spain first, but please check with Giuseppe. However, if you're from another country, you don't always have to file in your local country first. You have to check the laws on that, and there might be cost savings if you don't. So I don't want you to look at anything below that line, okay? Because this is a PDF. I don't have my usual scroll through and animations that look nice. So this is a typical sort of patent filing strategy that people take. It's really common. You file first in your country, and usually, I'm a UK patent attorney, we'll file first in the UK. 12 months later, you still don't know what you're going to do. Research is not going that well. And you file for this thing called a PCT, and basically all that does is extend the choice that you have to file in other countries around the world from the 12-month point, which is the usual choice, to 30 months from here, okay? So it's just basically extending the period of time. And in order to do it, you get this whopping great cost here. You have to pay the European Patent Office, right? And it costs a lot for them to do a search. You can't escape this. What you can do, if you file in the Netherlands first, you can use the Dutch government to effectively pay a part of that search, okay? So you get a nice cheap search, but they get the European Patent Office to do it for you. Great. And then you file your international application, which is a very common thing to do, but you get that whole search fee back. So for my clients who typically file in UK and then file this international application, they typically save about €1,000. Okay, so again, have a think about how you're going to file. So pitfalls, here we go. Don't assume every country treats IP in similar ways. Okay, they don't, all right? It's really hard to get stuff through in Japan. Just because you've got something in the US doesn't mean it's going to happen in Europe, all right? Each country's got slightly different patent laws. Don't underestimate the patentability of what you've got. Everyone thinks that the patents should be the next Einstein-type invention. They really don't. I've patented some absolutely stupid stuff before. Really dumb. I'm not going to tell you who did it. But it passed the legal tests. That's all it needs to do. Okay. Please don't send threatening letters to people without checking with your legal advisor. If you think someone's infringing you, have a chat first and think, how do we want to approach this? Because if you send a threatening letter in the wrong way, they can sue you back. It's never nice being on the back foot. Please do have good communication with your patent attorney. Okay, this will save you cost, right? Patent attorneys, we have to think about what you're going to do, and we really try and fit it to what your commercial needs are. If you keep those back, we guess, we might get it wrong. So have a really open discussion. Everything is in confidence. This is probably, if you're going to do anything, take anything from this whole talk. How long have I got? 1 minute. Excellent. Please keep your inventions secret until you file a patent application, okay? If you publish it in any way and then file afterwards, it's going to invalidate your rights. Keep good records and take notes on what's been said, particularly if you're getting involved with other people, other companies to prototype stuff. If they come up with the invention, that's their invention, okay? And you gave them a bit of an idea. And do budget properly. Here's some ideas of what you might want to budget for. Okay, so from the 0 to the 30-month stage, you probably want to look at about 10 to 15 grand, something like that. And then at that 30-month stage, you're going to be paying extra. And then I'm done. So I'm not going to go through that one. And that's it. So sorry, it was a bit of a rush.